Right, here we are then. This segment I've been spraying the tracks, I've got the other one away. I'm just doing grey on it. I'm not worried about overspray because I can deal with that. But I'm spraying the tracks to get all the links at the dark grey, dark sea grey from Tamiya to actually do it. So here we go. That's been done, that one. Turn it round and start the other end. I'll put it a further over now to do this. Right. Here we go again. I think I've got a bit of extra. So here we go. You'll see some of it being sprayed. I can't get it all in. Oh, it's okay. If I put it out a little bit. That's a lot less camera across the point. There you go. There you go, so you'll just see this and I'm going to switch off and I'm going to carry on. So it's very hot in here, but the spraying for Tamiya with Mr. Leveling Thinner, lack of thinners is perfect. That's what I'm doing, so just turn it up and see what I mean. Doing the links in the end grey, and that'll be okay. It'll mix in with the wet bit nicely. So I'm going to switch off, and you'll see this completed later on with me doing a bit of touching up. So here we go. This is a very short segment for this reason. Well, I'm back now, and we're fixing what we've done. So I've put that out of the way there, but this is the one I'm working on. Let's get this over. I'm using the same colour I paint sprayed. But I don't want to spray it this time because I want to cover basically the rubber bits. And as you can see, it's bits shiny in places, and it's where I'm going along the tracks and finding where the grey. Right, you can see now it goes to grey along this bit, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm actually doing this, and it's hand painting, but it still does it. Oops. I think the brush dried a bit there because it's really warm here. I shouldn't have been doing it really this time. So I'm doing this. It's going to take a little bit of time. I'm only painting the middle because what will happen is once I get this done, I can actually start weathering a little bit with oils and stuff, and this will blend everything in. And this is a clean. The blocks in the inside are normally quite clean on most vehicles. Bit of dust and mud, probably, but not too bad. Whoops. I think you can see what I'm doing. You can see the grey. That's where I'm going on it. So I've got to go there. Go back and get rid of all that excess off. It's where you couldn't. I could have, if I'd have done the tracks individually, painted them and then put them together, but I think it would have been a bit more laborious, as it were. So I've got a bit of paint on these bits because they're going to spread it anyway. Because it's Tamiya paint, it's been mixed with. Is mixed, so ready for spraying. But I'll get that with a bit of grey later. It does dry back pretty much to the colour you want, but as I said. And here's the last bit on this side, and then I've got to turn the tracks around and do the other side. So right, that's that bit done on that side. Now I've got a couple of bits I could have done a bit better up here. Right, turn it round to the other side. I think you can see what I mean. Places that need doing that have got the grey on, and that's what I sprayed. So as I said, I knew this was going to happen, so it's not as if it's a problem, but I could come straight in and start from this end. I'm going to get a bit of thinners on my brush. This is lack of thinners, but it just cleans it up and gets the brush back to sort of being flexible. Always keep a little bit of thinners in one of these nice clean jars like that. Just to, and again, I didn't have to mark it because I know exactly what it is. And here we go. So we go back in and we start doing it. There we go. I'll do it for a bit longer and then I'll switch off, because otherwise we'll have a video of me just using brush paint. Some people most probably got a masking tape, but I thought I didn't want to waste a lot of masking tape coming across the tracks. And I did get a put on there and it would have worked, but I thought no, it's a lot of masking tape for something that's going to be grimed up a little bit anyway, so why spend time on it? But I'm spending time to tidy up what I have done. Now it looks a bit better anyway. If I do it, come up the angle, the black's it's looking better. Now I used the grey after watching quite a while back now, Night Shift, when he does tracks and that, he uses grey on a lot of his tools for metal, and to be quite honest, it looks pretty good in scale model wise. I did get out burnt dark iron to do on it tracks, but trouble is, if it was all metal track, it wouldn't have been so bad. But it's not. It's rubber blocks with the actual guide-ons of metal. So that's why I've gone this way. So there we go. Right, I'm going to come back after I've finished all this, so because you don't want to see me just doing that on the next track and all, because it'd be just a laborious long video. So right, see you in the next segment. Right, basically I've been doing a bit of painting, as you can see, but I've been using oils. I use burnt sienna for the actual rust-ish look, neat dry brushing of oils, and also used grey over the top of the grey. I'd already done the tracks in oils as well, so that's sort of amalgamated and coupled into each other. So here I'll just do show you what I've been doing. Now it's going to get more work treatment obviously, but this is just the beginning of the weathering, you know, to get it coated. But see what I've done, and if I come over the other side, not worried about the faded bit because rubber blocks do fade on the side, but the grey bit there is going to be coated, so that's okay. And I'm going to do that possibly tomorrow because this has got to let dry a bit longer because it is neat oil, and that one's the same. So, and the grey you can see there will be faded in, so I could use dark dirt or I could use rubber track. I've got the Life Colours which I've been using a bit now, and I can use a part of this set to give a bit more coating around here, and it will be thin right down. And I might even use black oils and just put it in there, or dark dirt, just to go around all the way around there in a wash. Starship filth, I should say, and go around on the sides and over the top, and then dry brush the top of the. I ain't even showing you. And then dry brush the top of the tracks if I come down. It's better that way, right? And dry brush the top of the tracks with the lighter black, so it gives it a worn effect. But it's not bad. It doesn't look too bad. So, but I'm getting there slowly. I did break up one guide on, but thankfully it was a clean break. It must have been put on there weekly by me, obviously. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm not worried about any overspill because it's all going to come out in the wash, as it were. Anyway, so that's just basically showing you what I've done. If I bring the other one in over here and there, and put that way out, so you can see what I mean. So it's not, you can see where it's washed. I can actually rub with a bit of Mr. Odorless thinners. I can actually take some of that off anyway. But of course it's going to be all pushed into the tracks anyway with a bit of dirt and dust and stuff, so that'll be okay. So that's that bit finished for a little while. I'm going to put these in the other room. On my bottom on some tissues just to let it dry thoroughly, and then it'll be done. So right, so that's be at the end of that. I'll just bring them back in because as they're down close, there you go. Doesn't look very good like that, I must admit, but when you look at it from a normal view, it's all dry brushed and it's going to get a bit more weathering. Right, anyway, so this is only part of it, so I just thought I'd share it. I did it all offline using this brush and oils, and I can show you well. Right, I've got them in there, and that's the black I haven't used yet, and that was Starship filth, and that might even go around the sides to give it a bit more grime, and that's not bad. So it's sitting in there sealed, so the oils don't dry out. So there you go. Right, so come back out. That's about the view I see. So, but when you look at it from that point of view, it's not too bad, and I quite like it. And like I said, tracks get dirty, and they will do. Right, here we go then. So that's the end of this segment. I'll see you in the next one. Right, I'm back now, and it's in the afternoon now. I'll put that over. I'm actually doing the tracks with a bit of oil paint, very loosely mixed. It's industrial earth. I'm putting that on there as a base for this. So, and it's oils, not neat. I've put a bit of odorless thinners in there. It's 502 odorless thinners because it's 502 oils. I know they've changed their name now, but I'm going to carry on using that for the moment because that's what I've got. Got quite a bit of this, so it's not too bad. And I'm packing it up and making it run around the sides to give it a bit of a grimy groove. That's it. And basically I shall check the other side and then do the other side on the edges, not on the inner road pad. So put a bit around the edges where the road wheels don't hit perhaps, but we'll see. But I've got to do both there, and I'm going like this, in and out. Oh sorry, you can't see. In and out like this, and going round inside and also touching on top to make sure that I cover everything and get it. And I'm going to have to go back to my other hand now. Here we go. So you can see what I'm doing now all along the edges. This is industrial earth. When it dries, it'll dry different shade. I know because I come back. If I do that, that's it. If I come over there like this is what I'm doing. I need to do that bit aside as well, so I checked that star when I finished to make sure I did catch it all. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing, and I'll do both tracks the same, and down on the side, and carry on back in into the gap. Oops, we're getting further over there. So you go, where am I down? I'm here, so I'm going to go back into there. Sorry, you'll see that. I go through in between the chevrons, and then I just dab over the top of it as well. So that's what I'm doing. It's quite relaxing doing this, and it is hot. It's 27, 28 I think in here. I've got a fan going on, you might be able to hear the fan, and I'll show the fan. This is it. It's got a little USB one. I've got a power pack running on it, and it comes over and keeps me a bit cool. I can turn it up louder, but then it might drown my sound out. So on that it's just okay. In this little room it's just nice. I have got another one in the other room like it. It goes 5 speed, and it's a little bit bigger fan, but it still does exactly the same. Oh, sorry. So you can see what I'm doing. So I'll show you this when it's dry, but I'm now going to carry on doing the other one, and then I'll flip them over when they're dry. Right, here we go. You can see in the next segment. As you know, that's what I'm doing. Well, I'm back. This most probably will be the last segment. I think I might have said it in the last one, but this might be the last one. Now, what I've been busy in, I've actually painted those. I'm going to give them a little bit of a silk varnish, just a protection over there, because I think they would have had some sort of protection, not just being wood. I did have a lighter colour originally, but after talking to Greg, he wasn't sure about the colour. I liked the colour, but the point is that I looked at a few photographs of even preserved vehicles, and it seems that this would be, once it's got a bit of satin varnish on it, this will most probably look okay for the part. So that's what I'm going to do. And I've done grey for the metal for now, German dark grey. It's a nice colour for actually for metal on models, I think, and you can always polish it up a little bit anyway. Next one, where is it? Oh, there it is over there. I've started on the shovel, same German grey, and I've got the bits ready that needs the wood colour, and this has already been cleaned up, so I know. So all I've got to do now is go like that and put it this way, and I'll start painting that as well by hand. Right, I'm going to put that back over there for the moment. Oops, no I won't. Oh yes, I can put it there. That's good. Right, you can't see it there. And then I've got this one painted again. This is the shovel, the pick I should say, and then the handle's got to be dealt with as well. Now I'm going to be using this handle, I think, because this is the one that goes in. It doesn't have to go into the thing, but it does actually work. So if you put it that way, it should drop down in real life, it would do. So, but anyway, so it doesn't matter about that for the moment, because I've got to put some wood grain on that. This is the axe, and I've actually cut it. You get 2 axes, and where's the other one? Over here. I did all this to it, and although it looks okay, I wasn't happy. You got 2, so I thought to myself, well, I've got one that's a spare one, which I can cut off in a minute, that bit. So you got 2, and I don't know why you got 2, but so I went with it, and I've thinned all of this out now, so it looks pretty sharp, doesn't it? I mean, it's a little bit sharp. It's just to make the part. And then I've got some PE, like I think I mentioned in the last video, and it's going to look much better with that, like that, on the back of the hole. Now, what I've got to do now is remove this clip and make another one out of brass, and that's what I'm going to do. And I've got this bit, and I know this is too thick, so what I need to do is cut it thinner. So I'm going to get my eye goggles on so I don't cut my fingers, and I can see better as well, a bit sharper. And what I'm going to do now is trim a small bit off, right, that's a nice straight line there, which I've used before. I'm going to get thin, basically to the same thickness as what the actual bracket is. Whoops! And I've got to do 2 or 3 brackets. So this, I just do this one on camera, and there it is. And not that bit, it's this bit. So now I need to get my file and start filing it. If you see me lamp come into view, I've done, oh yeah, I can move that back. It's okay, I'm just going to get a good view. That bit. Come around there and do this. Do the other end. It's got a bit of a crooked line, so I'm going to come in and straighten it up a bit. Sorry if it's still in view, that's right, but you can't see close because I need to be able to see. There you go, now I can do a bit of filing there to bring that down level at the other end. Oops. I want the curved bit, there it is. Nearly there. And there you go. Right, there's my boldy, there it is. My little folder. Right. Now if I get this and check it against the axe, as you can see, it's about the same length. So there you go. So I'm going to make a nice little view bin there. So I'll put it into there. I'm going to flatten it first and bring it out. There you go. That's flattening it up. And what I've got to do now is make some bends. Now I come to the edge so I can actually see the depth I'm going in, because I've got no lines to fold lines on this. So that'll be one. That's one. Got to do 3 folds. One. And where's my little tweezers? There you go, because they get muck about doing this. That's one. Come back the other way. Then we want about the same there. Let's have a look. Put it that way. Yep, that's going to be okay. I'm just going to go in a bit further. Do that. Yep, and now giving me a fold with a little bit of wiggle room. And here we go now. So is that straight? Yep, it is. So I'm making my own brackets. So that's it. So now I can do that. Come down level. That's right. Now what I want to do is trim it off so it levels up with the top one, if you can see what I mean. Ooh. See what I mean? So I'm going to do this and come over to here. Oops, excuse my fingers here. Going to come right over so I'm actually level with the blade, so it actually goes a nice, so I can go like that and go, and it's done. Right, now if I move that, because I might be able to keep that bit for later, I've got this done. So obviously that bit of rubber plastic won't be on there, that catch. So what it means is that there's like that. That's what it'll look like when I've modified it. I'll come down a bit more further. Obviously I've got to remove that. That and that's where it go. But you can see what I mean. That'll be stuck down and look much better, I think. And then I've got to make some straps up, I think, because I think the strap, obviously there's going to be straps there. So now I've got to clean that bit off now, and I use my heavy duty sander because it's quicker. Because it doesn't matter if I scratch the plastic, because guess what, I'll be scratching it anyway. So put that bit over there out the way. Where is it? Oh, that's an old bit. Yeah. Right, here we go. So I'm going to do this and get rid of this. I'm going to cut that bit off. Where's me? Sorry, come out there. I'm just going to cut that bit off. And then come back in with this to do the other side. And then we're going to go down that bit and level that off. And then we're going to go in with this sander and finish off to smooth it out. Most people in most ways think it's a bit silly doing this, but sometimes it's a bit bigger scale, so you want to see something. Okay, so I'm just going to go down the seam at the handle. That bit was still coming out, there's a little pin there that you can see on this bit, because that can actually still go into place, because I can put this in place with this bit already glued on and then bring this in to actually bring this in to actually do what it's meant to do, look like that. So that'd be okay. Right, a bit more sanding with a soft sander. Now I want to put a bit of wood grain on this, so I'm going to show you what I did last time, but I didn't show you last time, but I can show you now. I think it's in here. There it is. A bit bent, but it's okay for doing this. It's got very fine teeth, so you just keep drawing it along to give you a wood effect. Don't have to do the bottom, but you know the old saying. Might as well do it all if you can. And a bit on the end. In fact, you don't need it there, but I will put a bit of wood grain now. That's it right now. I'm going to just rub off lightly with this. Not with baby, otherwise you just lose what you've just done. Just takes all anything soft enough if I do that. And if I tilt it round, see it's quite thin. So it looks more scale. Of course that doesn't look very nice wood grain, but with a bit of paint on that it looks quite nice. Right, that's that bit done. So now we've got that there, so that bit's done. So I can put that over there with that one, and I've dealt with that. And now I've got to go back and carry on doing it. And what I've got to do now is remove this and replace this, because this will be all right. I can line it up with that hole again. So this is going to be done next. next one, this one, so I've got to remove that. So I'm going to do that off camera, and this will be the end of this update, and when I come back I'll be doing some other bits as well. So right, happy modelling everyone, and stay safe.